Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. God bless you guys. It is Friday, thank goodness. Happy Friday, everybody. Let's just get right into it, being faithful. So, yesterday, I was on my way to another job, and they kind of canceled me, and I was thinking, like, Lord, I need this money right now, and I'm wondering why all this week, all the hours of overtime that I picked up were being canceled. And I was like, what is going on? Like, Lord, right when I need to work, because my cars, I need rotors and brake pads and all this stuff. And I guess what ended up happening is last night as I was sleeping, God kind of revealed something to me, kind of like, I don't give you things when you want it. It's when I say so. I had opportunities earlier this week or last week where I could have worked probably 32 hours extra, a little overtime or whatever, and I wasn't faithful in those things, and I wasn't steadfast. So I'm not saying like I'm being punished or anything, but sometimes you have to be faithful in things that you have to do. Like, you have to set aside all those people that are there to distract you, to disturb you, and to deter you from the things that you really need to do to set your goals. Because believe me, you can have set in your mind, yeah, I'm going to do this today, I'm going to do that today. And right when you say that, somebody can give you a call and say, no, I want you to do this and do that for me. And can you come over here and can you do that? Which distracts you from the whole point or the whole plot of what you got to do. You know, sometimes people are distractions, but you have to be more steadfast in your walk and more faithful in things that you think about, because that can mess you up in a whole nother realm, you know, going off track. This year, 2017, was the year I was supposed to be graduating from nursing school. But because the time that I started nursing school, which was in 2012 and 2013, I was going through such a heavy divorce to where I pulled myself out of school. I got involved in this real bad relationship with somebody that really wasn't good for me. And I ended up wasting actually 3 years in that relationship, which totally distracted me and deterred me from continuing my dreams of nursing. Then turned around and had to try to just regroup my life. And I'm in the stage of regrouping. So the sad part is sometimes when you don't be faithful in things that you want to do for your life, and when you don't follow the right path and don't be steadfast, it can distract you for not only from just accomplishing what you need, but it can distract you in a lot of ways for years, where you'll just be stuck. You know, I was kind of stuck after that relationship because I was so broken behind it to where I couldn't kind of pick myself right back up. I don't know why I couldn't do that, and it's amazing for me to say that now, because just about a year ago maybe, I was in my closet crying, you know, because I had to go through such a transition. And I'm about to go through another transition, but God just told me to be faithful and stay still. And being faithful, meaning don't pursue things that really ain't for Him, because that's the problem. I think when we get so caught up and get so sidetracked on wanting to be in a relationship or getting caught up on seeing other people's success, to where we don't even stop to see where we are. You know, I'm the main one. I don't really look at other people or judge them, but I do see the progress being grown in my face. And then I sit back and say, Lord have mercy, I'm stuck. But the only reason why I'm in a stuck situation is because I chose to do that. I'm only stuck because I want to be stuck. You know, I'm not faithful in the things that I want to do. If I could just shut out the world, shut out other people, look at things as distractions, look at other people as distractions, then I'll be able to say, okay, once I shut them out, I can only focus on what God has for me and what He really wants me to do. And not necessarily God, but what's the plan for my life? You will never find a plan for your life being around other people or listening to other people or going the way they want you to go. I have a woman that I love and admire her to the core. She is so sweet and awesome, very strong. The only problem I have with this woman is she always tries to deter me from going my way. Like she said, you're not supposed to be at this church, and you're not supposed to be here, and you're not supposed to be there. And one day I had to tell her, I have to disagree with you because I seen something different. Like nobody can tell you how to run your path or how to walk on your path. Nobody can tell you that. Only you know. It's not going to take 15 other people to tell you anything. What's going to happen is they're going to confirm what you already know. So let's say, someone told you to go to the East Coast, to California or something. And you know first. If somebody come and say to you, girl, you know what, I had a dream you was in San Diego, okay, or San Francisco, then that means, guess what? That's confirmation in some sort. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they just came out of nowhere, you never told them anything about it, they didn't know, turned around and, yep, there's confirmation right there. So, be mindful and be faithful. That's the thing. It's hard enough already living this life and have to walk through it. And people are very influential. They can determine how you feel throughout your day. People can determine how you are, period. Just a bad vibe, bad energy will set off a whole room and cause rage everywhere. Just like good energy can bring a cloud, bring sunshine to cloudiness. You gotta be faithful in the things that you want to do. Don't let other people distract you. Don't let them deter you, because it's very easy to do. People are just so fickle. They want you to follow them nowadays. Now it's all about the me's and the selves and the I. No love no more. Everybody is all about they self. It's so sad how the world is just broken down into me's. Everybody it's all about the time for me, and I gotta turn up, and it's all about this and that. Nobody showing love, nobody babysitting kids, nobody helping out. Kids is out of control. People are all over the place because nobody is being faithful with love. It's all about themselves. It's all about selfishness. Everybody is so caught up on being selfish. The relationship I was talking about, where I was just really stuck and hurt, that person. And now that I look back at it, I have to take myself out, not jump into another relationship, but take myself out and evaluate why I kept dealing with the same type of man, the person that would just neglect me and hurt me. And then I was dealing with a lot of hurt. When you deal with a lot of hurt, you can't be faithful in nothing. When you're dealing with a lot of emotions, you can't be even faithful to do too much of nothing but look crazy and be emotional and go off your emotions and let your emotions drive you into a wreck that will hit you against the wall and possibly kill you, because you're going off of emotions. And how do you pull yourself out of that? Is to stop, evaluate, where did I go wrong at with this? And how do you do that? Is you got to really pull back, cry about it, be like, okay, yeah, go through the angry phase, like, yeah, that person was bogus, yeah, they did me wrong. But then evaluate, okay, what was it about this person that I really love? But how was this person not showing me that they were into me? How was they showing me that they weren't faithful to me? Because believe me, if you and that person didn't work, they was giving you signs. You just didn't see it. And it's hard to see when you're blind. That's the funny thing. When you blind as a bat, you cannot see. And emotions will blind you. Love will blind you. Your heart will blind you. I thought I was going to marry this man. I was so in love with this brother. And I was just like, oh my God, he's the best. We're going to get married. We're going to have babies. Guess what ended up happening? My body froze up because I ended up getting into a soul tie relationship with somebody that really wasn't for me. And my body ended up locking up on me. And my period ain't been right ever since. And that's been 2 to 3 years. Because I wasn't faithful in the small things. I could have been graduating this year instead of going to work, working 2 or 3 jobs, suffering. I see a lot of people, you got to just be dedicated to yourself and dedicated to your life. Those people, if they going to be in your life, they going to be around you even in your dedication to what you got to do. People don't leave your life because you elevate. If anything, they enhance it. If you're going to have somebody that's going to be for you, if they really for you, they're going to say, yeah, I need you to study. I'm not going to distract you. I'm not going to pull you down. I'm not going to take from you. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, I love you, but really I don't. You know, it's broken hearts everywhere. People don't understand that. You know, I really did care about that certain person. I mean, I think I loved him more than I have loved anybody ever. And it was the worst relationship. It was the most toxic. It was the most dreadful. It was the most painful. Because, see, I put so much of my emotions into that one. I wasn't faithful to myself. I made that person my God all over. Really. I had made that whole situation my God. And the Lord let me walk in that. I'm going to just show you how God is. He will let you walk in your dysfunction until you walk it out. He walked me all the way to the mud till I lost everything, y'all. I was in the dirt. I'm coming up from the ground. Don't despise it. Small beginnings. That's where I'm at right now. So I just wanted to say, be faithful. We jumped on. I jumped. You know me. Look, anybody who listen to these periscopes know that I jumped 15 different subjects because I just go off of what God has for me today. And today is Friday, and I feel like being faithful is the best thing that you can do today. Don't cheat on your wife. If you got somebody, don't be sideways. Don't be an instigator. Don't be I really want to, be live, and don't be a hoe. Just flat out. I'm going to just say it. Don't be a whore. Like, deal with whoever you're going to deal with. Be with whoever you're going to be with. You do not have to mess with different women to prove that you're a man. You really just need, or women. You don't have to sleep with different men. That's another thing. You don't have to do all that just to prove about who you are. If a person don't know who you are from your heart and your actions and your ways without sex, then they probably really not for you. If they always bring up sex, they probably just want to hump you anyway. So, long story short, just be faithful in small things. Don't forget that God is real, and don't forget the day of small beginnings. I'm going to work today to try to change something new about me. Let's see if you guys can do a new change, new challenge. Today is Friday. I'm going to say New Mind Monday. And we'll just figure out how the weekend goes. So I just want to say God bless everybody. I hope you guys have a safe and productive weekend. Be easy wherever you are across the country or wherever you are in the world. It's going to be gorgeous here this weekend in Madison. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad. It's going to be like 80 degrees, but it's supposed to rain. We'll see. I don't believe the weatherman. Look, the weatherman lie every day. That's one person whose job I could just go to work to be the weatherman and say it's going to rain today because it don't rain, and just predict, just throw out forecasts. Just assume what I think the weather going to be. So, just a joke. I'll see you guys next week. God bless you guys. Thank you for listening. I had a couple hearts in the room, so God bless you guys for giving me those hearts. And thank you guys for staying on today. So God bless you. Have a good day. Lord's will. We'll see you next week.